66% of U.S. citizens voted in the 2020 presidential election, and 73% of U.S. households subscribed to Amazon Prime in 2022. In 1994, Amazon was founded by Jeff Bezos, a Wall Street hedge fund analyst with a computer science degree. In late 1993, he researched the growth of the Internet and concluded that the industry was expanding at a rate of 2,300% a year. Being astonished, he decided to establish his own business, saying, "Things are changing fast. I need to move quickly." Fast forward 28 years, Amazon's growth is one of the iconic stories of the Internet age, and its success is dominant. Traditionally, stock prices in the same sector fluctuate the same way, since companies within the same industry are subject to similar market forces, economic conditions, and investor sentiments. However, Amazon's stock has been inversely correlated to the rest of the retail sector. Over the course of the last 2 decades, Amazon experienced extraordinary growth as its market capitalization increased from $11 billion to $1.0 trillion, while most retailers either went bankrupt or suffered from poor performance. How has Amazon established its dominance in the retail industry? What will be the potential consequences of its growth for society? Today, Amazon lives up to its mission as the Earth's largest store with the biggest selection, known as the Everything Store. It's difficult to find something that cannot be purchased on Amazon. But Jeff Bezos knew that it was impossible to build a true everything store overnight. So he started providing unlimited selection in at least one important product category. He realized that books were the best option for several reasons. First of all, the same books have the exact same quality, whether you buy them on site or online. When we buy clothes online, for example, we may have to worry whether they fit or not, or the actual texture turns out to be quite different from our expectation. But we don't have to have such concerns for books. Second, unlike food, books never decay and shipping and storing costs would not be expensive. Most importantly, there were 3 million books in print worldwide, far more than the largest bookstore could ever stock. Therefore, Amazon could take advantage of the Internet's ability to offer a larger selection of products than traditional retail stores. He has been consistent in this strategy. In 1998, Bezos felt expansion into new categories was urgent, as he learned a majority of consumers did not use Amazon.com and were unlikely to start, simply because they rarely bought and read books. He formed a team to research product categories that were not commonly found in physical stores, and could be easily stocked and shipped through the mail. Amazon executives chose music as the first expansion target, and DVDs as the second. As of 2023, the retail industry could be described as the dominant success of Amazon and the disaster for the rest of the sector. Since the first dot-com boom in 1990s, a number of startups entered the e-commerce sector. But it turns out that Amazon became the powerhouse it is today. It survived and thrived. What factors contributed to Amazon's overwhelming success? One of the defining characteristics of Amazon is its long-term customer-centered approach. Bezos famously keeps one chair empty in meetings, claiming that it is for the customer. Amazon ignores short-term profitability and massively spends on enhancing the customer experience. For example, Amazon has continuously invested in automated warehouses and controlled delivery systems to lower shipping costs, and the money saved was either passed on to customers in the form of lower prices, or spent on other service improvements, such as shortening delivery time. Bezos also wanted to make it as easy and comfortable as possible for customers to buy things on the site. In 1998, Amazon introduced the one-click ordering process, in which the system preloaded a customer's credit card information and preferred shipping address, so that a purchase is executed with a single press of a button. The company willingly invests billions to reduce the friction of online buying even marginally. Amazon appeals to our survival instinct to collect more stuff with minimum effort. Now that customers can get whatever they want with a single click and a comfortable sofa for free shipping costs within a couple of days, how could the local bookstore and supermarket possibly compete? From 2018 to 2021, Jeff Bezos held the title of world's wealthiest person, largely due to his ownership of Amazon stock. Although Amazon has been highly valued in the stock market, its balance sheet is not as impressive. The company first turned a profit in fourth quarter of 2001, 7 years after its founding, and has since maintained a relatively low level of profitability. In addition to revolutionizing the retail industry, Jeff Bezos also changed the rules of Wall Street. Before Amazon, shareholders funded companies with the expectation of larger returns in the form of profits in a few years. However, Amazon doesn't prioritize short-term profits, and instead promises vision and growth to its shareholders. The story is simple yet compelling. To become the Earth's biggest store, by offering lower prices, greater selection, and faster delivery. If this requires a massive investment, Amazon is willing to spare no expense. For example, reducing shipping times from 2 days to 1 day would require billions of dollars. By conventional measures, it would not make sense, due to the huge investment for a marginal return. However, for Amazon, it makes perfect sense, because most competitors cannot afford it. Consumers love the faster shipping, and other retailers have no choice but to fall behind. Bezos has consistently disregarded the short-term needs of investors in pursuit of long-term goals. But Wall Street hardly seems to care. He has earned so much faith from his shareholders that investors are waiting for the day when their patience will finally be rewarded. In the summer of 2011, 15 workers of Amazon's fulfillment center in Phoenix suffered heat stroke and were taken to a local hospital, prompting harsh criticism from the public of its unsafe working environment. Today, if you look inside one of their warehouses, you will be shocked, and even disturbed, not by the mistreated employees, but by the absence of employees. In 2012, Amazon quietly acquired Kiva Systems, a sophisticated warehouse robotics firm, for $775 million. 6 years later, human workers were mostly replaced with 45,000 Kiva robots, deployed at all of their fulfillment centers, helping process 306 items per second during the Christmas season. It's going to become increasingly difficult for store owners to justify human workers who call in sick, show up late, and can easily get injured. Robots work 24/7. They never take a day off, never need a bathroom break, or health insurance. Retailers interested in staying in business may have to replace human workers with robots. It is not only warehouse workers that may lose their jobs. Back in 2016, Amazon announced Prime Air, their promise of drone delivery in 30 minutes or less. In terms of employment, Prime Air means we would need less delivery workers in the retail industry in the foreseeable future. Amazon doesn't talk publicly about robotics, one of its core competencies, because they realize it would soon cause criticism and anxiety for destroying jobs. Compared to traditional retailers, Amazon requires much less human labor force to earn the same amount of revenue. Amazon's growth now virtually equals job destruction. How will our society address the growing wave of job displacement by disruptive technologies,